Here's a riddle for you. What do farm animals and charity have in common? If you said Blair Hughes, well, you can stop patting yourself on the back. You didn't have to be a secretariat to make that leap. But thanks to Blair's country core ensemble, cowboy boots and the 10-gallon hats everywhere are completely sold out. So if you haven't snagged yours yet, good luck being on the trend this season, City Slicker. As it happens, Blair seems to have been getting in touch with her rural roots, even going as far as to steal new Blair's clientele with a pocket piglet. Sorry, not sorry, little Celine. The girls gotta make the bacon somehow. Real talk, had I known I'd get to see our recent returned queen go 10 rounds with Wilbur's baby mama, I'd have ponied up an extra hundo or two. In keeping with the country spirit, the alphas are inviting those of us at the top of the food chain to go for the gold at their Kings and Queens Day Party. And if there's one thing we Belvoir elite know how to do, it's rage for Queen and Country. But with the day parties banned campus-wide, is this a little reward from the boss lady or a revolt against her rules? Either way, let the games begin. Aston Martini. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Chapter 11, When Alpha Met Zeta. So, Ian's found another minion. Allegedly, you ponder the possibilities as you hurry down to the address he sent you, all while trying not to get your hopes up. But as you push open the door, you're greeted by a half-burnt-out neon arches and the smell of stale French fries. Blair, over here. From an auspicious corner, Ian waves you over. You cross a sea of sticky linoleum, wincing every time your heels fight to stay on the ground. You have got to be some serious explaining to do. And you can start with the 411 on the Sal sabotage. Like, last I checked, I left you in charge of my charity. When I came back, the cow patty had completely hit the fan. A group of my students stopped by. I couldn't tell very well I was manning your event without breaking Marguerite's rules. So I convinced them I was passionate about the cause, donated, and took a lap around the block. But I was only gone 5 minutes. You throw yourself into the only slightly less sticky than floor booth across from him, already mentally planning your next trip to the dry cleaners. They don't dry clean shoes, fam. Okay, what have you got for me? And it better not be more of those printouts with the whack hate for 'em. I may have been out of my league before, but this time I know I'm onto something. His face falls, and with a sigh, he looks at the greasy table like the finger smears spell out answers you've been looking for. 3 years ago, I taught a freshman anthropology seminar, and one of the students was a Zeta pledge named Persephone Dalton. One day she came to my office during hours, complaining about the hazing she was going through while rushing Zeta. Her tasks ran the gamut from bathing and salad dressing to sleeping in a kennel to trying to kiss me. What? When I stopped her, she got furious, saying that she wouldn't let me interfere with her rushing. The next day, the T reported she'd been dropped from Zeta, and that evening she'd withdrawn from Belvoir entirely. That sucks, but why does any of this make you think she's an ex-minion? She doesn't even go to Belvoir anymore. First Pete, then Caroline. The only thing any of these minions seem to have in common is me. But there's something else. Persephone's mysterious departure inspired plenty of rumors, including that Poppy poisoned her with Ipecac. Instantly remember Poppy's donors giving the old heave-ho during the fundraiser. If you think Persephone, who sabotaged the charity events, didn't she accidentally tipped her hand trying to get revenge? I can't say for certain, but I truly think so. It feels too coincidental for not to be relevant. I just wish I'd noticed what Persephone was going through sooner. I could have helped her, I could have prevented any of this from happening. Ian, none of this is your fault. How could you known any of this was happening? You have like 1 million classes a day with hundreds of students apiece. And as an educator, I have a duty to them all, and I failed. He climbs out of the booth and runs a hand over his face. I could use some fresh air to really think and come to terms with the role I had to play in this. Ian, wait. You run after him in the sidewalk and grab his sleeve, forcing him to turn around and face you. You shouldn't bottle all this up. I'm here to talk. I'm here... Well, talk to me. I'm here to listen. Blair, we're in public. It's too dangerous. Besides, I clearly only bring trouble to those I meet. Oh, no, you left? And you look left and right and grab Ian's hand and tug him after you into a nearest park. Inside the park, the two of you stop along a quiet pathway. He clenches his jaw, clearly trying to keep his worries from spilling through. We're a team, remember? That means we can rely on each other for support, and I think you'll feel better when you get all this off your chest. You give his hand a squeeze, and he looks at you, surfacing slowly from the thoughts he'd been drowning in. This feels like history repeating itself. Persephone trying to win over the Zetas, you try to win over the school in the popularity contest. But the entire school isn't hazing me in the salad dressing facials. Thank God. This is way different. I still can't shake the feeling that something horrible is going to happen to you, as they seem to do to people who count on me. You cup his cheek, guiding his gaze to yours, and then take both of his hands. I'm not Persephone. I'm not trying to use you for my ends. So you're doing yourself a disservice by thinking she was counting on you. Besides, now she might even be working with X to get revenge, and if that's the case, you don't have to feel sorry for her. But if I pushed her down this path, even unintentionally, I can't stand the thought of you taking the fall because of a grudge against me. Ian, I'm not scared, I have you. Is Persephone and Dalton out of for revenge against you and anyone close to you? Who knows? You step closer to him underneath a lamppost, brushing off some hair from his forehead, watching his eyelids flutter at your touch. What I do know is you've done everything you can to make sure I'm not alone in this fight. Every time I'm around you, I feel less and less worried. So please don't pull away now, not when I know we can make it through this together. A stray petal floats off a nearby tree and lands on your cheek, and he brushes it aside delicately. I won't let you down, Blair. I couldn't bear it. I'm determined to prevent history from repeating itself. You're already helping. The Persephone lead is solid. I'll look more into it. He folds you into his arms, resting his cheek on your shoulder, letting out a breath. You savor the warmth, the sturdiness of his body, the familiar, comforting shell of him, and smell, too. You spot the opening to a hedge maze a little away along, roses blooming in the foliage. A sweet aroma wafts over you, and you know just how to cheer him up. Come on, I can't let you be gloomy all night. What you need is a little excitement. You ever done a hedge maze before? Grabbing his hand, you pull him over, laughing as he splutters at his response. No, I can't say that I have. Then there's nothing better to take our mind off of everything. Forget about the city, the people in it, some of them out to get you. Just think of it as the two of us instead, together, unshakable, the only two people who matter. His gaze lowers to you, softening as he takes in your linked hands, his thumb brushing against yours. You're a master of persuasion, Blair Hughes, I'll admit. I'd very much enjoy experiencing my first hedge maze with you. Diamond choice. Let's check out the hedge maze together. You take his hand and lead him right beneath the archway that marks the start of the maze. Looks rather vast, though. What if we get lost in here? Are we ever lost when we're together? Chuckling, he leans over to nuzzle against your cheek. You're managing to say all the right things tonight. Or maybe I'm just always right, I think I would be a fool to contradict you. Exactly. Now let's get to the main attraction. I'm gonna go like this. Close your eyes and count to 10. Hide and seek, really. With a smile, you quickly press your lips to his before backing down the pathway. Really, no peeking. Very well. I sure hope you're a good hider, though. My niece has given me plenty of hide-and-seek practice. You flap your hands impatiently at him, and once he shuts his eyes, you make a run for it. You turn left, then right, then left again, hardly paying attention to where you're going. In the distance, you hear him counting. 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Giggity. His footsteps stomp into the maze, making so much ruckus you'd be able to hide from him blindfolded with your feet bound together. I'm guessing it's his niece that always wins their hide-and-seek games. You press your back to the hedges at a fork in the path, trying not to laugh as he stomps near, and a few steps later, he wanders past your hiding place without even noticing. You grin triumphantly. Wrap your arms around him from behind. Gotcha. You throw your arms around him, and he jumps. Ah! He then realizes it's you. He dissolves into laughter, hands coming up to cover yours. You scared the living daylights out of me. Though, does this count as me finding you? You press your face into the back of his neck, leaving a lingering kiss against his nape. Just who is in whose arms? Right, you won this round, I'll concede it. He turns around against your arms, resting his forehead against yours. Already you can feel how much he relaxed, the worry and guilt dissipating, letting him stand taller. Sure, I'd like to show you something. He takes your hand and leads you through the maze. You catch sight of an eager little grin on his face and can't help shaking your head fondly. Do you even know where you're going? I passed it a few minutes ago and tried to catalog it in my mind. He looks over his shoulder at you, gaze warm. But even if I didn't, anywhere you are right now is where I want to be. Okay, lover boy, you got me swooning, but seriously, where are you taking me? It should be right around... Here we go. He leads you around a corner right to a little wooden swing, hanging in the middle of a pathway. Before you can ask, he pulls you down into his lap and points up to the sky, his chin resting on your shoulder, his voice quiet and pensive. The light pollution in the city makes it almost impossible to see anything, but every so often, if you look just right, you'll see something amazing. You can feel him tilt his head back and look into the inky, dark sky. His lips mutter something close to your ear, but too softly to hear. You follow his lead and gaze up at the void. I didn't peg you for the wish on a star type. Really? With the observatory and everything else? Really? You feel him turn his head to look at you. You feel his gaze on your face. And when he speaks, his voice is reverent. Anthropologically, these stars hold significance for all types of people. Generations use them to navigate, to discern their futures, to have an excuse to cuddle up with a cute girl late at night. Exactly. Meanwhile, the stars themselves have been dead for years, imploded long before we were born, most likely. And who knows what'll happen, all those wishes and dreams when the star's light fades. That almost makes it pointless. No, it doesn't. His lips brush across your jaw, right under your ear, as he leans his chest more firmly into you, his voice barely a whisper. Perhaps. I fully acknowledge the practice may be a waste of time, but it's possible that people have been resting their fates on gorgeous balls of lights millions of light years away for centuries, and yet, if there's one thing I know I will never regret doing, it's taking a moment to wish on a star with you. His arms tighten around you for an instant, protectively, or just to hold you closer to his heart. You're not sure. So, what do you wish for? His lips alight on your shoulder, soft as a butterfly's wings, but the weight of a promise. More time like this. The two of us alone together, the rest of the world and its burdens far, far away. And here, in the heart of the Hedge Maze, the foliage blocking the sights and sounds of the massive, bustling city around you, it really does feel like you're the only two people left in the world. Just a man and a woman, and their hearts beating in time. Ian, would it be too dramatic to say that sometimes you feel like the only person in my world? He turns sideways in his lap so you can get a clear look at him. His eyes are on you again, looking at you like you're the brightest star in his sight. I'm not the only person in your world, though. I can't be. You have your family, coworkers, and yet with everything happening at Belvoir, all the worry, guilt eating me up, I feel so alone, overwhelmed, exhausted. He kisses your shoulder again. Until I see you, and you help bring me back to myself every time. You don't have to try, you don't have to do anything. Just by the sheer virtue of being yourself, you shine light into my life. Wow, just by existing? Truly, not exaggerating either. And when you feel me with that light, it makes me believe I can be enough for you. Oh, Ian. You meet his eyes, and he pulls you even closer, but before his lips can touch yours, you need to make sure he knows. You are enough for me. You have no idea how much of my light I get from you. Warmth floods his eyes, alongside the bottomless gratitude. You mean the world to me, Blair. Never forget it. And then finally, your lips meet. Gentle heat floods through you, and you let your eyes slide shut as you sink into him. And just like that, the world really does narrow down to nothing more than the two of you. And here I thought the Queen Bee writers couldn't do romance. My god, we've been done 2 books and we finally get something. The next day you ditch your research theory class and pore over your phone searching for information about Persephone and Dalton. At your feet, Pugsley drops his silk plushie, nudging it with his nose until you pick it up and chuck it across the room in frustration. No Twitter, no pictogram, no wonder Poppy bullied her face to face. The only other option was carrier pigeon. Oh man, we won't be able to bully someone online. Man, wouldn't then the shame. You stare mindlessly at the apps on your home screen, willing them to give you answers you need to cyber-stalk her from beyond the grave. As you ponder your new questions, Zoe bursts through the door, mid-twerk with a jello shot in hand. Whoa! No! Pugsley abandons his toy to join her in excitement. Wagging his tail in time to her gyrations, Zoe gives him a back rub behind the ears. I've logged my internship hours and a zillion new beats to the artist and turned in my paper, so I'm officially ready to pre-game. She pauses, takes one look at just how deep you're sunk into the couch cushions, and immediately looks concerned. You look like, well, you haven't moved since I left earlier. Did someone die? Persephone and Dalton, apparently. I can't even dredge up face space from 2000s. You feel Zoe in on the hazing, Ian's masochistic dread as she swirls her tongue around in the rim of a jello cup to free it from its plastic cup. She's really MIA from the web. It's time we go old school. Zeta always submits pictures of their new pledge class to the yearbook. There's bound to be a copy in the library's archive. Excuse the pun. I am in a very good mood. So, have I told you what an absolute boss you are lately? Including balancing your internship classes, still coming in and clutching the war against X. You're killing it. Just hoping it doesn't kill me first. I'm chronically sleep deprived and in constant danger of forgetting something important. Yep, welcome to me. And absolutely in love with my life. I think this is what I was meant to do, Blair. Well, every time I look at your live, you're living your best life. Super proud of you. Thanks, but if we're gonna get out of here, we need to haul ass. Vroom vroom. Deep in the stacks, you follow Zoe down an aisle after aisle as you hunt for old yearbooks. Found it. She grabs the 2008 book off the shelf. Because apparently they only recently adapted to a digital thing within like 2 years, 3 years tops. If this book takes place in 2021, you know what I'm saying? Drops it on a nearby table, flipping past page after page, glorifying Greek life until she reaches the pledges. Okay? AKA the most vanilla-looking American Girl doll I've ever seen in my life. Like, I even remember if I saw her at the charity. Hang on, look at this. She points at a photo with one of the Alpha Zeta mixers, and holy smokes, Batman! Yeah, and Liam. How are we not surprised? Blair, Liam's still in the running for Apodia, and if he and Persephone were close as it looks, then maybe... Then my suspicion was correct. He's acts just like I suspected. You and Zoe march over to the Alpha House as fast as you can, or your high-heeled feet will carry you, swerving past a freshman doing a keg stand on the lawn. I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna punch his stupid little bro face in. I'm gonna... Hold off on the homicide for a second. We need to use this party to scoop him out and figure out exactly how he knows her. Excuse me, but where do you two think you're going? An annoyingly preppy Chad in rank boat shoes jumps to bar your way, arms spread wide like he's protecting the gates to paradise itself. Excuse you is right. I'm going into the party raging right now behind you. Now move. You're about to kick him in the shin ankles. Or skinny ankles. When vanilla cologne wafts over you, you tense as Liam drapes an arm over your shoulders. But tell yourself to play cool. Damn it, Pit Stain, I thought I told you. Pretty girls get a fast track straight into the party den. Especially if those ladies happen to be the reigning queen and her right hand. Pit Stain, of all the possible nicknames, that's one that spoke to you? For the record, I prefer my given name, Wilson Leguana. Not that Liam cares. He obviously doesn't even care about his frat if he's holding a rager when the daytime party band's still in effect. Well, relax. Steiny lifted the band. She at least gets that we party boys and girls have the right to be festive. I don't buy it. Rules are rules, and you're breaking them is going to be the end of the alpha. He gives you a sneering once-over. It's almost enough to make you forget maybe X hanging off of you. You and your floozies will see to that. Someone has a strong opinion. I'll leave you to them, Wilson. I don't have time for opinions that are so blatantly boring and wrong, but to each their own. Have a lovely day, Mr. Leguina. Whoa, who's that? Me! That's me! Oh, right, Pitstain Bro, I totally forgot. Liam, I believe Zoe and I are late to the Rager of the Year. Oh, right this way, ladies. Right, Leguana. Liam steers you both into the frat house and lets out a whoop when he sees Veronica, Carter, and Ford each carrying an armful of empty liquor bottles in the living room. Oh, hell yes. We're getting a game of spin the bottle started? Yeah, man. The Veronicas were getting thirsty, and the Veronicas trying to hit 500k views by the end of the night. I figured I'd help. They're like Gaga over Carter. I figure if Veronicats can't kiss him, I can give them the next best thing. Spin the bottles as in plural. Oh, we get as many bottles as we can, and the game ends once all bottles have been spun once. Wow, that sounds boring. Now that I've brought us a couple of VIPs, we've got enough people to start. Hughes, Wade, you game or what? He gives you and Zoe a winning look before heading over to help the other two unload the bottles. Zoe gives you a sharp nudge. This is perfect. You can distract Liam with some tongue action and sneaking questions about Persephone when his head's in the clouds. How about no? Come on, Blair. You've got to get in on this. Don't let me and the cats down. We all think our lives could use a little more Blair. Oh, for the love of God, help me. Get down and dirty with the top 15ers to keep an eye on Liam, hook up with a secret, or not so secret, crush, and earn extra votes. Please send help. Oh, God. Hand me one of those bottles, Carter. I think it's only fair for the Queen to start things off right. Carter hands you a glass vodka bottle, fingers brushing against yours as he smiles invitingly. Don't be a stranger, Blair. You wink at him, and as you all sit around in a circle, Veronica aims her phone at you, letting out a low whistle. Ooh, Lady Zadie Longlegs want to see you heat things up with a double kiss. Oh, Zadie, you're so bad. Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood. You hold a hand out, and Ford eagerly drops a second bottle into your hand. You place the first in the middle of a circle, and then give it a spin. Please land on Zoe. You turn to look at Zoe, and her eyebrows raise in surprise. Really? What? Listen, don't question this. It's better than, like, 9 of the 10 options. What's a kiss or two between friends? You crook a finger under her chin, lean in, grazing her lips with yours in a sweet and simple kiss. She pulls away, and a full moment passes before you open your eyes to find her smirking at you. Right, friends. Listen, we've done worse. Shut up. And everyone in the chat says what she said. You plant your second bottle in the middle of the circle and give it a whirl. Listen, I'm a simple man. You lock eyes with Veronica across the circle and smile. I know this is something your Veronicas have been looking forward to. Judging by the fact that Magic Cherry Glitter just commented, "Oh my god, my shipper dreams coming true." I'd say you should have been kissing me 10 minutes ago, Blair Hughes. You lean in close, never breaking eye contact, and whisper against her lips as she holds her phone at the perfect angle to capture the exchange. Then let me make it up to you, Miss Lombardi. You nip her bottom lip with your teeth before claiming her mouth with your own. She lets out a soft moan, parting her lips so the camera can see your tongues caress each other. You pull back with a sultry smirk, and after holding each other's gaze for a charged second, you both grin at her phone. Satisfied, Veronicats? Because I know I won't be until I get more. Veronica takes her turn next, setting her Smirnoff bottle spinning and rolling her eyes as it lands on Liam. Yes! You're gonna love this. After the Bacchanalia, I started doing this thing with my tongue where I... hard pass. Last time I kissed you, it led to a mouthful of slobber and a suspicious white stain on my favorite satin skirt. Ew. I had to burn it. Oh, damn. She spouts at her phone. You'll let me spin it again, right, Veronica? Bro, you do that to me in front of the cats? Oh, Liam. I'll kiss Veronica for you. I can't leave her unsatisfied now, can I? No, wait, what? That's not what I... Overruled. Get over here, Blair. You shuffle across the circle, ignoring the way Liam looks like you just slapped him in the face, and place your hands on Veronica's shoulders. Listen, if it's X, I really get a double dig on him. Now, where were we? She tips her head up to meet your lips as you kiss her, starting slow, tongue dipping shallowly in her mouth. She breathes out a laugh. They want to show Hughes, not this careful crap. You should have told me sooner. Not like I'm the one with the phone in my hands. She moans as you kiss her hard. Ford grabs the phone to keep filming as you push Veronica down on the shoulders until she's flat on the floor. She grabs your head, holding you tight to her as your lips and tongues find a frantic rhythm, her taste filling your mouth. Okay, this is the hottest thing I've ever seen. Listen, no shit, really? 2 women? No, any straight guy would be like, yes. You and Veronica separate with a gasp and sit up to grab the phone, grinning at the comments pouring in. Veronicats agree, and we upped our views by 10K. She smirks as you hand the phone back to her. Thanks for your patronage. A flash of red-orange draws all of your attention, and you look up in time to see Celine give a shy wave from the other side of the couches. I'm sorry, when did you get in here? Hey guys, can I play? Fine. Not really sure this is your kind of game, Celine, but I hear they're playing Pretty Panda Princess reruns upstairs. No, Liam, you need to leave. But Ford invited me. As Liam turns back to face the game, Celine's face falls before she charges across the room, tips Liam's head backwards, and Spider-Man kisses him like it's 2002 and she's Mary Jane Watson. Veronica aims her camera right at them and Ford's jaw drops open, but when Celine pulls back, Liam looks dazed. Damn. So it's my turn next, right? She takes a bottle from the pile and spins it, giggling nonstop as it lands on Ford, yet with his arm beckoning her closer. Oh yeah, the Forsters have been waiting for this. Oh, stop it, you. Everyone watches, stunned as they start basically eating each other's faces, and it's definitely not the first time. This just in, Selena has some degree of game. Oh, Blair, the Veronicats want to see you top that with a round of 7 minutes in heaven. You game? You know it, and I deserve it. You look around at your options, giving Mr. Jack Daniels a good spin. You notice how it doesn't land on Liam? I have to think about this one. Alright, so Celine, no. Look at the guys instead. Oh! Okay, so you can actually look at the male options. I didn't know. There's Zoe, and then there's Veronica. So, no, you kiss Liam. You're disgusting. Stuck between these two. I know some of you are probably gonna pick Veronica. I'm gonna go with Zoe, though. Zoe shoots you a smirk, and as she passes you on her way to the stairs, she quietly whispers, 7 minutes won't be enough, but we'll make do. You catch her by the hand, and the two of you giggle as you weave through the crowd of partygoers and slip discreetly into a random upstairs bedroom. The second the door closes, she shoves you against it, twisting the lock with one hand, while the other grips your ass, pushing your hips even closer together. I'm guessing you enjoyed the game. You tell me. She takes your hand in hers and slides it down the front of her shorts, past the elastic of her underwear, and your fingers slip against her slickness. Blair, I need your mouth now. Oh, okay. Why don't we both get what we want at the same damn time? I like the way you think. Your lips are against hers, and you back her against the bed until both of you tumble into the sheets. Hastily strip, and without a second thought, you straddle her head and lower yourself to receive her attentions. Well, this was super fast. Her knees fall open as you dip low to meet her. She presses a long, liquid lick to the apex of your thighs. The vibrations from your mouth bring her right to the edge, and her hips buck against you as you draw out a moan that makes the V thankful for the Alpha's bomb-ass sound system. Where you had a quickie. Zoe laps against you in rapid-fire succession, and you match her pace until the both of you careen off the cliff in pure ecstasy. That was very horribly written and edited and meh? Amazing, phenomenal, incredible. A whole lot of fun. A knock at the door, and you hurriedly put your clothes back on before scrambling back to the living room where the others cheer your return. Okay. And they say guys are fast. Holy shit. Anyway. Suddenly, Eric pops his head in from outside and scans the room. Some of the bros are setting up a game of King's Cup outside. Anyone in? Zoe grabs your arm faster than a Karen snatching up a Black Friday deal at Walmart, so you know immediately that something's up. Oh, they can mention Walmart, but they can't mention McDonald's? Really? Oh, me and Blair are in. Yo, I'm with Queen Bee. Same. You coming, Veronica? I pass. I can't get smashed until I hit my streaming goal. The game of King's Cup ends, but follower counts are forever. I won't bail on you, Veronica. Ugh. As Liam tries to get up close and personal with Veronica, so he loops her arm through yours and pulls you towards the patio at breakneck speeds. Outside, Chloe and Trixie pass out beers while Ford and Carter set up the table. King Eric looks up from shuffling a deck of cards. Alright, gather round. King's Cup basically a bunch of drinking games all rolled up in one. Oh, I so need that. I'm so depressed having to eliminate me. Like, hello, seniors. So, do need new laptops. Zoe elbows you frantically, but you've already got the message with Chloe out. That leaves Poppy, Liam, and Celine, and one of them is X. I want to play too. What are the rules? Well, we each take turns picking a card. The number on the card tells us what we have to do. Watch and learn, noobs. He draws 4 of spades from the deck of the cards and flashes it around the huddle. Alright, 4 means floor. Last one to get down drinks. And one by one they start dropping to the ground like flies around you. Get down. Go! Get down! Dry cleaning bill be damned! You drop to the ground and split a second before Chloe. Oh snap, Blair's lightning fast. She beat you by a hair, Chloe. See, this is exactly why I begged Guru Kirsten not to cancel hot yoga this week. As Chloe chugs, Zoe bumps her hip against yours, a scheming look in her eyes. This is how we're gonna commence Operation Find Out info to nail Liam's ass to the wall. We get frat boys totally wasted. Ford chugs a beer and whips his shirt over his head and spins it around, a drunken flush already rising on his chest. Woo! And then they'll tell us anything we want to know about Liam and Persephone. Carter lets out a whoop as he pulls a card from the deck. Hey, mates, so I think I'll pair with Zoe and Blair together. Now, any time one of you drinks, so does the other. And what? You think that's gonna make me and my bestie lose? We'll see about that. 6 of sticks! Anyone want one? Anyone without one has to drink. As Ford waves around his 6 of diamonds, everyone dives for one of the 5 popsicle sticks in the center of the table. I grab 2 sticks. Snatch 2 sticks off the table and hand one to Zoe with a smile. Ah, here you go, partner. Thanks, partner. Since Ford was too slow, that means he has to drink, right? Like, that's even a punishment? Ford downs his drink, a tail all glaze in his eyes, and the second he sets his cup down, you lean and whisper to him. Ford, you ever heard of a girl named Persephone Dalton? Oh man, I almost forgot about that chick. She and Liam were secretly dating freshman year. And not just hooking up either. Once I caught him shaving his sack. You don't do that unless it's true love. Really? I thought that was just good proper hygiene to trim down there, but okay. Like, oh, yeah, it must be real love then, you know, being properly hygiened. He snatches up another beer can and you and Zoe turn to each other in horror. Alexa, how do you power wash your own brain? Yes! Liam really had it that bad? I didn't think alphas knew the meaning, or true meaning of love. Bertha Blair, hello, it's your turn. Oh, I'm going. You pick up a card and you slap it down triumphantly. 10. That's, categories. Pick a topic, we'll name things that fit into the category, so one of us fails. Easy. The category is F-boy behaviors. Ooh, me first. Ghosting! When they text you, you up, and you think they want to talk about your day, but instead they're looking for a booty call. I guess. Healthy communication, am I right? Oh, F-boy behavior? Yeah, healthy communication. Constant calling and texting, who needs it? No, F-boy behaviors would be no communication whatsoever. Just saying. That's what I've been saying! Wow. I thought we were like solidarity, Blair. Trixie pours you the warmest beer she can find as punishment. Then you chug it down, hot and thick. Wait, what? Why am I chugging? Oh god. What? What? What just happened? Okay, whatever. Suddenly the music cuts on. And you spot Dean Steinhelm standing at the edge of the pool, looking like she's one whiff of beer away from going full Hulk. What is going on? Kegs on the front lawn, Ruffians streaking through campus. Do my edicts mean nothing? Oh my god, Trixie. I don't understand what she's saying. I'm scared. You're on direct violations of daytime party ban. And as punishment, all parties are hereby banned for the rest of the year. And expect to hear from your national president soon, because Belvoir is officially revoking Alpha House's charter. Uh-oh. She storms for the exit. An absolute pandemonium breaks out. We're talking full bros, like crying each other in each other's arms. What the hell's going on? Liam steps onto the patio, not realizing his head poised right on the chopping block. You lied about the party ban being lifted. Now Alpha House is like dead because of you, man. What? That's impossible. The email's right here. He digs into his pocket for his phone. You sprint over to be one of the first to read the emails. Everyone else crowds around, reeking of beer and man tears. Dear Mr. Gill, as a reward for exemplary behavior I've seen on campus, I'm alerting organization leaders about the repeal of the day party mandate. Starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, you'll be free to assume your bashes. While you may be tempted to act sooner, I advise you to wait. After all, rules are rules. Yours sincerely, Dean Margaret Steinhelm. Well, it is an email. Rules are rules. The catchphrase. I've heard it before. The traitor's Wilson Leguana. Who? Oh, for the love of Christ. Come on, you can't be this idiot. Me, you imbecile! Though I'm known to certain circles as packin' leader. Petey boy, this was you, but why, man? Because you called me Pit Stain, you jackasses! And I bet you don't even remember why! Oh, we're gonna be told, though, aren't we? Last year, during the election for Alpha President, I was going to give the best campaign speech of all time. It's my duty to steer Alpha in the right direction, a new direction. Brothers, it's come to my attention that there are plenty of ways we can improve ourselves. Oh, here we go again with this. Our grades are slipping. We're not getting our 8 hours of sleep per night, and the shower drains are clogged with these. The horror. A vote for me is a vote for chore wheel and an end of shower pubes. Bro, you collect those? Nasty, man. We'll have nightly quiet hours to promote optimal sleeping conditions and limit bedroom noises. I'll cap the number of nights significant others are allowed to sleep over to allow time for studying. Who's with me? No one is with you. No one was with you, dude. Come on. I threw my arms up in triumph, anticipating cheers and shouts for my wonderful ideas. Instead, something awful happened. Oh, he sweat right through his shirt and suit jacket. Oh, those pit stains have gotta be rank, bro. Alright, let's go, guys. I propose instead of all that, we host a weekly study hall with beer and pizza, use dues on a cleaning service, and leave out a bowl of earplugs so the rest of us can sleep through any late night noises. All in favor? Aye. And as they chanted his name, I will never forget how he threw an arm over my shoulder and said, "Better luck next year, Pit Stain." You torched our brotherhood over a nickname. Alpha's been on campus for over 100 years. Its a downfall began with you, and I sealed it as soon as you aligned yourself with her. He points a privileged finger at you, and you stare back in shock. Me? What the hell did I do? You're scourged to anything you associate with. X and I both know this, so I decided to help them clean this particular stain from campus. Around the backyard, the phone buzzes, and pings and buzz, and when you check yours, you see a notification from the team. News about the all-party band got out. Wow, that was like 2 minutes. And now the bottom feeders are blaming us. I'm losing followers by hundreds. I need to scrub this party from my feed. Blair, you can't let people think you're behind this band. It'd kill your street cred. The pics of me at this party are already out there. Pistain's the one who lied to us to get us to throw this party. Can't we just tell people he's behind the band? Say the word, Blair. We can blow the lid on this wide open. Seriously? Diamond choice. Time to bleach this stain. Veronica, you think you can start up another stream for me? With pleasure. Nobody messes with my follower account and gets away with it. She whips out a bottle of eye drops and squeezes a few in her eyes and whips out her phone and goes live. Alright, Veronica, before you unfollow and block, you have to know I had nothing to do with this #all-party-ban. I, like my fellow Alpha, Zetas, and mischievous populars, were framed. But Blair and Zoe have uncovered the real villain. Stick around for my reaction to this lame-ass video confession. And now it's time to get the same lame-ass video confession. Acting, you're basically a pro at it by now. You look over to where Pit stands smuggling, watching the angst unfold all around him. It's just as you wanted, X. Finally, my day has come. Effing weirdo. You squeeze a couple of Veronica's eye drops into your eyes, and then let Zoe skillfully dab around your tears so they don't totally ruin your makeup. It's showtime, baby. You turn towards Pitstain, letting out a wail and staggering through equally tearful frat bros to get to him. How could you do this, Wilson? I never did anything to you, and you lined with X to take out me and my friends? Look how selfish you are, making it all about yourself. Sure, you may not have known me, but if you did, you would have been like all the rest. Onion boy once selfish? Well, a queen must always rise to the occasion. Wilson, if you wanted my attention, all you do was say so instead of trying to ruin your entire frat. Admit it. You only did this because you want me to crown you King B. I get it. It's like a super lucrative position and all, but the queendom doesn't need a king. It's nothing personal. No! I was just doing what was best for the Alphas. They were no longer models for righteous manliness, but rather sorry single-cell organisms. If they are worthy of their charter, they never would have been fallen for my fake email and thrown this party. If they had voted for me last year, this would have never happened. You wipe away the last of your tears, lightning fast. Oh, I get it. You grin over your shoulder at Veronica, who looms close, her phone raised with the jaws, fin sneaking through the water. You're just this loyal little pissant who threw a temper tantrum because he lost a popularity contest. And the Alphas don't piss their pants. Pitstain blinks rapidly, absolutely stunned by your acting. 180. And then he notices the Alphas closing ranks on Veronica front and center, recording the whole thing. You heard him, Bellborn. And beloved Veronica, it's the party, man. All his making. Pitstain throws up an arm to block the lens. If I were you, I'd back off. I'm under X's protection. You poor, stupid dweeb. You don't have anyone's protection. If X cared about you, they wouldn't have made you the poster child for staying in on a Friday night. Damn, that was actually kind of burning. Yeah, where the hell am I supposed to shake my ass? In a thong now. Wait, that was a thing? Back off! Just back off! Suddenly the bros all point and laugh. Oh, look at this Pitts. He sweat right through his shirt and suit jacket again. Ugh. It smells like that time Ohio convinced me to do hot yoga. Nasty, man. Pitstain glues his arms to his sides and tries to run, but the brothers stand shoulder to shoulder, blocking him in. Oh, leaving the party so soon? I think we should let the students of Belvoir decide your fate first. You tap out a post on the T and link Veronica's live stream. Wake up and choose violence. Oh no. X and the wannabe fratster Wilson Pitstain Leguana may have gotten our parties taken away, but justice lies with you thoroughbreds. Comment here if you've got a punishment that fits the crime. In you I trust, Queen Blair. I'm wake up and choose violence, though? Okay. Rip, what's his name? I just bought a new wardrobe and now there's no parties to wear them to. X and Pit Boy are officially dead to me. F's in the chat. Okay. Bye, Pit Guy. Make it stop. Oh my god, I can smell him through the screen. Cheese inspo. I dubbed the Stinky Bishop after the nasty cheese I had on vacay in England. People spoken smell-o-vision, and you've been excommunicated. And don't come back. As the Alphas shoulder check Pitstain on their way into the house, Carter tosses a cherry jello cup in his face, and let's be real, it probably only helps with the smell. Smile for the camera, pity boy. I mean, everyone else seemed to have got, like, rightful justice with their things, but this guy just... like, no, don't take my picture. As Pit Stain runs out of the backyard, Stainsley traveling further down the sides. For the second, you wave and call after him. Let X know it's a few more minions to go until it's their name we've banished to irrelevancy. Veronica signs off, and the second she lowers her phone, you watch her deflate. What a day. I need a deep tissue massage, a stiff drink, and a word with my PR team. Alpha living room. Your phone buzzes, and you look down to find a new group chat. Living room in 10, just the four of us. I'd like to, I'd step foot in that den of social outcasts. We're finding out which one of us is X. You should have led with that. I'm on my way. Coming. Really? That's what she said. I mean, what? Come on, Blair, let's go. Why do you look so sad? You look up from your phone to find Celine standing in front of you, feeling kind of like you're dreaming. You follow her in the living room where Liam's already waiting. Take a seat, ladies. You sink into a plush, lightly stained cushion, and the three of you pretend not to be sizing each other up, until finally Poppy struts in, shattering the silence. A quaint loser Liam, annoying barnacle, and hero of the people Blair. In one room, the tea party is going to be riveting. The frat troops in as well, surrounding the four of you like some kind of dude bro jury, still reeling from everything that's just happened. And bless Liam's acting skills, because he's not acting, just as lost. Okay, we're gonna figure out which one of you three is X, because this is crazy, man. I can't take another hit like the party ban. And we're just supposed to believe it's not you? Why? Wait, you think X is Liam? But he's our bro, our president. Yeah, that'll stop people. And Pit Stain confessed to being the one who behind the ban plot. He legit hates Liam. Pit Stain confessed because he's just that loyal to X, aka Liam. They put up a good charade with the Pit Stains, the fraternity joke gag, but it was all to cover up the fact that they're in cahoots. I don't know, Blair. Do you have any actual evidence that Liam could be X? There are three of X's minions or people he knows personally: Michael, Pit Stain, and Persephone. Oh? Wait. Persephone Dalton, the salad dressing smelling girl I tricked into drinking Ipecac. Awfully similar to what happened at your charity, huh? And Liam's charity was untouched. We saw the yearbook pictures, Liam. You and Persephone were close. Hold the phone, ladies. Why'd I want to be X? Just for some girl I'm not even seeing anymore. Because even though her ranking was too low to publicly date, you saw her in secret. You're pretending she was nothing new, but in reality, she was the only girl you ever really loved. Oh, that's so romantic. Shut up, Celine. Poppy lets out a snort, picking up an imaginary bit of dirt out of her from underneath her fingernails. Suspecting Liam, even with the evidence, is laughable. In case you haven't noticed, X is a grand scheme. Liam is yet to pass Algebra 2. Well, I know one person who's good at scheming, Satan. She's not wrong there. Please go ahead. I can't wait to hear how I developed a split personality, challenge myself on the tee in order to defeat you. Well, maybe you wanted to throw us off the scent. Nobody would suspect you if you attacked you, or if you were fighting you for the votes on the tee. It's the perfect cover. You idiots aren't bloodhounds, you're spineless chihuahuas. If I wanted to pull something, I'd do it right under your noses. Now, before I fall asleep from your boring conjectures, how about we look at the most likely suspect? And before Celine, She swivels a gaze to Celine, who gulps and sits up straighter. This boring Californian from a nowhere-hole-in-the-wall town. Is a clear outsider here? I haven't trusted her or her stupid headman for a second. But I got sabotaged by X too. Blair, you were at my charity when it happened. Yeah, well. You rose up to the top way too fast. Yeah, but we enabled that, so you could have sabotaged yourself. All the things you were raffling off were junk anyway, so it's not like you had anything to lose. Oh god, you made Celine cry. I don't know how to deal with crying chicks. You don't. You don't. No, fine. I was just thinking Blair's been so busy pointing fingers, it's kind of like she's hiding something. Oh, don't you do this. Don't you do this. Wait. And she was at your and Poppy's fundraisers when they get sabotaged. Oh man. She was totally unknown when she transferred and she got power so fast. She could have been prepping for her ex takeover. What? You think I challenged myself to a popularity contest? A flurry of notifs go up, and for some reason, this particular time, it sounds like your doom. Oh, snap. I'm McDermott's. Well, I guess it beats whatever backwater grill you and your cousin of the week frequented back in Farmsville. Oh god, Blair, you don't want to see this. But you know you need to. You grab her phone, and your stomach disintegrates when you see what's dropped on the tea. Oh. You got a picture taken of you at McDermott's with Ian, didn't you? Oh, you dumbasses. And the award goes to Blair and Professor Dreamy for their epic performance in The Lie of the Century. They told us there was nothing going on, and they simply were Professor and TA, and you all ate it up like a tasty menu at Nobu. But in the words of the meddling minion throwaway 1989, we know the cold, hard, inappropriate truth, so this one goes out to you and Blair, Ian. The next time you decide to die with a lie, you might want to make sure there isn't a director's cut to set the record straight. Uh-oh. Yours in Chaos, X. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh my god. You hit the video preview and you and Ian's faces are on the screen through the dirty window of the off-campus McDermott's. Hang on, X posted this. We were all sitting here and none of us were on our phones. Your phone chimes again and your heart drops as you see who it's from. Kingsley, Belvoir, Blair. Please find the attached email I only just received from Dean Steinhelm. Her message in short is, she's seen the most recent video posted to the T, and I've been asked to leave Belvoir University effective immediately. This is not your fault, best Ian Kingsley. Mailer Damon, this email address is no longer in use. Well, that sure as shit was fast as... I don't give a shit about the votes. Really? Really? That was so fast. And then, like, why would it automatically say this email address is no longer effective? Like, well, I mean, I guess he's been terminated, but typically you only get that message back if you send something back, so I'm just kind of confused, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let me know in the comment section below what you all think, but Liam did make a point. Maybe we're being misdirected and manipulated in thinking that the 4 in the room are X and X is just an outsider. But there could be a minion using X's account to post on X's behalf to take the light off of X. You have to also look at that too. So there's a lot of possibilities. There really is. But without further ado, like I said, let me know in the comment section below. You know what to do there. It's on the screen. Please consider doing so. Please consider supporting this channel, either via the means of liking the videos that you watch, sharing the videos you watch, sharing the channel. Please do so. I have one goal, and one goal right now is to make our community the best and biggest community possible. I also will be bringing up a subject here within the next couple days about my secondary channel, as well as the content there, the content on this channel going forward. There's a lot of news coming down to you guys, so look towards that video being updated here in a couple days. So thanks for watching. Peace out.